It might have sounded like science fiction just a few years ago, but it's becoming a reality. The United States has revealed a groundbreaking advancement, a fusion-powered fighter jet. This new technology could redefine air combat and long-range operations. With unprecedented energy efficiency and endurance, it challenges everything we thought we knew about aircraft propulsion. But it also raises serious questions. What if this power falls into the wrong hands? And is the world prepared for a fighter that may never need to land? For decades, scientists in the US and Russia have worked to make fusion-powered flight possible. While Russia continues to explore the science, the US has taken a significant lead. Lockheed Martin has developed a compact fusion reactor small enough to potentially fit inside a fighter jet like the F-16. Major players like Chevron, Google, and the U.S. Air Force are investing in the future of fusion. Some experts estimate this could spark a $40 trillion industry centered on clean, efficient energy. Fusion generates power millions of times more efficiently than oil, potentially saving billions in military fuel costs. But more importantly, it opens the door to fighter jets capable of flying extreme distances without refueling. No tanks, no mid-air refueling, no aircraft carriers, just continuous flight as long as the pilot can endure. Fusion occurs when two small atomic nuclei merge into a larger one, releasing massive energy. It's the process that powers the sun, and also the driving force behind hydrogen bombs. By contrast, nuclear fission, which splits atoms, is what powers nuclear submarines and aircraft carriers, like the USS Gerald Ford. Fission, however, poses a significant risk in aircraft. A crash could trigger a catastrophic radiation release. That's why fusion is the more promising path forward. While fusion plays a role in thermonuclear weapons, it requires a fission trigger, making it far safer in a controlled reactor design. Fusion also offers major advantages in safety and sustainability. It's several times more efficient than fission and doesn't produce long-lasting radioactive waste. Lockheed Martin's breakthrough came with the development of a high-performance magnetic containment system capable of trapping plasma at extreme temperatures. Their design uses advanced superconductors to hold plasma stable, doing so 2,000 times more effectively than older technologies. The result? A compact fusion reactor that could one day power aircraft. One of these fusion units could operate continuously for a year on just 25 pounds of fuel, producing up to 100 megawatts of power, enough to power 100,000 homes. It could also provide emergency power in disaster zones, but its primary purpose appears clear: to power the next generation of American fighter jets. So how does this system work? The key lies in a 2014 Lockheed Martin patent, approved in 2018. It outlines a reactor using superconducting magnets to create a powerful magnetic field that traps hot plasma, keeping it stable during fusion. This became the foundation of Lockheed's compact fusion reactor project, led by its top-secret Skunk Works division. The design aimed to solve one of fusion's biggest challenges: stability. Traditional systems could only convert about 1% to 5% of the plasma's energy before becoming unstable. Lockheed's concept set a bold target: 100%. A leap that could revolutionize energy systems across industries. The patent even outlined uses beyond aviation, including powering ships, remote installations, and mobile energy stations after natural disasters. But perhaps its most strategic use lies in military aviation. To understand fusion's role in jet propulsion, it helps to compare it with today's engines. Modern fighter jets compress air, ignite fuel, and use the resulting hot gases to drive turbines and generate thrust. These combustion chambers can reach temperatures above 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit. A fusion-powered engine, by contrast, would replace combustion with a heat exchanger powered by fusion energy. No jet fuel, just compressed air heated by fusion to generate steady, long-lasting thrust. A jet using this type of engine could change everything. And few aircraft are better suited for this leap than the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Originally designed for air-to-air combat, the F-16 has become one of the most versatile fighters in the world, used by over 25 countries. It pioneered many modern technologies, including a fly-by-wire control system for better agility and responsiveness, and a frame designed to withstand high G forces. Its durable design supports 8,000 flight hours, using only internal fuel, and its adaptability turned it into a true multi-role fighter. Upgrades include a high-visibility canopy, side-mounted control stick for improved ergonomics, and a reclined seat that reduces pilot fatigue during intense maneuvers, all in a frame that's smaller, lighter, and more affordable than earlier jets. Early F-16 models carried up to 6 AIM, 9 Sidewinder missiles, and later versions added radar-guided AIM, 7 Sparrows and AIM, 120 AMRAAMs, providing greater range and accuracy. The aircraft can also be loaded with a range of air-to-air and air-to-ground weapons, including bombs and rockets. Now, with the potential for fusion propulsion, the F-16, or a future variant, could take on a whole new role in global defense strategy. One where range, endurance, and energy independence redefine what air superiority looks like. The F-16 has 9 hardpoints for mounting weapons and gear, 6 under the wings, 2 on the tips, and 1 under the fuselage. 2 additional spots under the fuselage can carry radar or sensor pods. Its built-in firepower includes a 20mm Vulcan cannon mounted beside the cockpit, a rapid-fire gun effective in close combat. One standout feature of the F-16 is its exceptional cockpit visibility. A single-piece polycarbonate bubble canopy provides a full 360 degrees view. Pilots can look 40 degrees down to the sides and 15 degrees over the nose, far better than older jets, which offered just 13 to 20 degrees. The seat is also positioned higher to maximize the view. Unlike many fighters, the F-16's canopy lacks a front support frame, giving pilots a clearer forward view, especially useful in dogfights. The seat itself is unique too. It's an ACES II ejection seat reclined at a 30 degrees angle, much steeper than the usual 13 to 15 degrees. This helps with fitting taller pilots and handling G-forces better, though some have reported neck strain. Later jets switched to a more moderate 20 degrees tilt for comfort. Because of the seat angle and thick canopy, the F-16's ejection system blows the entire canopy off before firing the seat, instead of using canopy breakers. Flying the F-16 feels different from older jets. It uses a side stick on the right armrest and throttle on the left, with rudder pedals below. This setup minimizes hand movement during high G turns. Most key functions are built into the stick and throttle, an arrangement known as HOTAS, hands-on throttle and stick. Originally, the side stick didn't move and responded only to pressure, but pilots found that too stiff, so some movement was added for better control. HOTAS is now standard in modern fighter jets. The cockpit features a head-up display that shows flight and combat data without forcing the pilot to look down, improving awareness. 2 multifunction displays, MFDs, provide extra information, radar and maps on the left, system data on the right. Early models used black and white CRTs, but later versions, starting with Block 5052, upgraded to full-color LCDs. Night vision compatibility was also added during midlife upgrades. Modern F-16s include helmet-mounted systems. From Block 40 onward, the Joint Helmet-Mounted Cueing System, JHMCS, lets pilots aim missiles just by looking at a target, perfect for pairing with AIM-9X missiles. The newer Scorpion helmet is gradually replacing JHMCS in U.S. service. In 2024, the U.S. Air Force signed a $9 million deal with Danish firm Terma to enhance F-16 audio systems. The upgrade includes 3D audio to help pilots distinguish between different sound sources and locate threats, plus active noise reduction to reduce fatigue. These improvements will roll out over 2 years. F-16 engines vary by version. Pratt & Whitney's F-100 and General Electric's F-110 both generate around 30,000 pounds of thrust. These engines let the F-16 reach Mach 2, climb to 58,000 feet, and fly up to 2,620 miles. Still impressive stats. But if fusion propulsion becomes reality, those numbers will seem modest. Fusion energy could transform aviation. While Cold War-era reactors fueled bombs, future fusion systems could power aircraft directly. Currently, U.S. jets rely on nearly 500 airborne refueling tankers to extend their range, vulnerable, slow targets in a real war. If those are lost, jets can't complete their missions. Fusion could change that. Projects like Lockheed Martin's compact fusion reactor might one day allow aircraft to fly for hours or days without refueling. Beyond that, fusion could power laser weapons, launch spacecraft, run naval ships, or provide clean energy to cities and military bases. It could also enable missile defense systems, like the Navy's plasma illusion tech, which tricks incoming missiles with heat-based decoys. And that's just the beginning. With limitless energy, the possibilities are enormous. Using nuclear power for aircraft isn't new. In the Cold War, the U.S. explored atomic-powered flight. One radical concept, Project Pluto, aimed to build a nuclear-powered missile that could fly across continents, spreading radiation. Another was the B-36 bomber, which carried a nuclear reactor to extend its flight time, though it used traditional engines for takeoff and landing. These programs were bold but risky. A crash involving a nuclear-powered aircraft could have catastrophic consequences. Due to safety concerns and technical challenges, most countries dropped the idea. Today, only Russia still seems to be pursuing it.